Welcome to Endless Nights. Not everything you see can be explained. Some stories are better left untold. But tonight, you're going to hear one. For the best experience, put on your headphones, turn off the lights, and let the darkness take over. It started as a local urban legend, a story whispered among kids and dismissed by adults. They call him the Laughing Man, a twisted clown who lurked in the shadows, snatching people off the streets and dragging them into the darkness. Most thought it was nothing more than a scary story to keep kids from wandering too far at night. But in our town, legends have a way of becoming real. It was a cold October night when my best friend, Daniel, vanished. He had left my house around midnight, a little buzzed, but still coherent. He only had to walk 4 blocks to get home, but he never made it. The police found his phone the next morning, lying on the pavement near an alley. The screen was cracked, smeared with something dark and sticky. No blood, no footprints, no sign of a struggle. Just a single red clown nose resting beside it. At first, people panicked. The old stories about the Laughing Man resurfaced and parents kept their kids indoors. But as days passed and no new disappearances occurred, fear faded. People convinced themselves that Daniel had simply run away, that the clown nose was a cruel prank. I refused to believe that. Daniel wouldn't just leave, and so I started looking for answers myself. I traced his last known steps, searching for security cameras or anyone who might have seen something. Most of the businesses were closed at that hour, their security footage either too blurry or mysteriously erased. It wasn't until I found an old homeless man near the alley that I got my first real lead. "You're looking for him, ain't ya?" The man wheezed, his breath reeking of alcohol. "The one who laughs." I nodded slowly. "Did you see what happened?" The old man chuckled, a sound that sent a shiver down my spine. "Oh, I saw, but you don't want to know." I pressed him for details, offering him the little cash I had. He took it with a trembling hand and leaned in. "He don't take everyone, just the ones who interest him. He watches first, follows them for days. Then, when the moment's right, he takes them. Quick and quiet." My stomach twisted. "Where does he take them?" The man hesitated, eyes darting around like he was afraid to say more. Finally, he muttered, "There's a place. An old circus ground. It shut down years ago. Folks say it burned, but it's still there, hiding in the woods." That night, I made my choice. I packed a flashlight, a knife, and Daniel's old baseball bat. If he was alive, I was going to find him. The abandoned circus ground was deep in the forest, hidden behind overgrown trees and rusting fences. As I crept closer, I saw faded banners flapping in the cold wind. The air smelled of damp wood and decay. My heart pounded as I stepped through the ruined entrance. Something moved in the distance, a flicker of light from inside the tattered big top. I tightened my grip on the bat and crept forward. The laughter came suddenly, echoing through the empty space, high-pitched and unnatural. I swallowed hard and stepped inside. The sight before me made my stomach churn. The center of the tent had been turned into a macabre stage. Rusty cages lined the edges, some empty, others filled with skeletal remains dressed in tattered clown costumes. A single chair sat in the middle, its leather straps slick with fresh blood. And then I saw him. The Laughing Man stood just beyond the chair, his back to me. He was tall, unnaturally thin, his clown suit filthy and torn. His painted smile stretched too wide, almost inhuman. In his hand, he held something small, round, and familiar. Daniel's keychain. Rage replaced fear. I gripped the bat tighter and took a step forward, ready to end this nightmare. But before I could strike, he turned. His eyes, they weren't human. They were black voids, endless pits of nothing. His grin widened, revealing rows of jagged yellow teeth. He cocked his head, staring at me like I was the next act in his twisted show. Then, in a voice that didn't belong to this world, he whispered, "Your turn." The lights went out. The last thing I heard was laughter. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this creepy story, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, the darkness is always watching.